Okay, I think by now any Bucks fan is going to be wondering why I haven't made a Week 16 or Week 17 video on the Bucks when they lost to New Orleans and won against Carolina. Here's the thing, I was spending time with my family during the winter break, so plus those videos didn't really come to mind. I could have easily blasted everybody on the Buccaneers when they lost to New Orleans 24-31. I could have said, well, it's great that we won against Carolina 17-16, but we're not going to the playoffs. But I didn't make those videos. So, that was my time to do that. Week 16, we sucked. Week 17, we bounced right back, but it wasn't good enough for us to make the playoffs. What needed to happen is in order to have a high chance to make the playoffs, we need to win both of our games. The low chance to make the playoffs came in where Philly beat Dallas. That pushed us out of the playoffs because of stuff that I really don't understand on ESPN, like common win percentage and power rankings and all that stuff. But either way, we're 9-7. We get the 19th pick in the 2017 draft, and this is the second time in Bucs history that we had a coach that had a higher win-loss ratio in his first season. So props to Dirk Koetter and his team for a better season than last year where we went 6-10. And props to Mike Smith for creating a better defense than last year. Plus, he's even agreed to stay with us for a while longer, according to sources from the Buccaneers app that I've seen. So overall, it's an improvement of our season, but not enough to push us into the playoffs. The one thing that sealed it for us was a combination of two things. Number one, Jameis Winston's turnover ratio, touchdown to turnover ratio, and then injuries. Our season has been marred by injuries this whole season. And I know last year we've had a lot of injuries too, or at least with this season, we had a shot at making the playoffs. But due to injuries early on in the season, we couldn't really clutch to our fullest potential. And with Jameis Winston, I think this is the worst worst season he's had when talking about interceptions. Other than that, he broke a lot of Tampa Bay Buccaneers records. He's the first person in NFL history to have 2 consecutive seasons with over 4,000 passing yards. He broke Josh Freeman's touchdown record of 27 by putting up 28. Overall, it's an improvement. But now we're looking to free agency, and I hope we get Jacquizz Rodgers back on our team, because that guy was a monster at running back. I sure hope we can get him, and I hope we could get some better weapons on both offense and defense if we're going to make the playoffs next year.